Foraging for your Christmas wreaths can come in all sorts of places. Most of the time it's in the local hedgerows. Things like these beautiful rose hips here really make a good red berry to go into your displays. Just cut enough that you require. Small pieces such as these here are just right. Small pieces like this here are just what you require. 3, maybe 4, 5 berries on the end, nice sort of longish piece, and then you can trim it to size when you get home. Just remember, these are roses, they will have thorns. Take care when you are handling them. When you are foraging for your Christmas wreaths, remember there are things which have still got really good green leaf, which are really very good to use. This is ivy, just normal hedge ivy, so you can either take the berries when they've gone black, or you can stay with them when they are slightly green like this, and they cut really easily because you can take a piece like this and get a good amount of stem, a good amount of lovely green foliage as well, and it works incredibly well in a wreath. Sometimes when foraging you come across something and you think, do you know what, that will look really, really good in a Christmas wreath. And this is old man's beard. And look at this, it's beautiful, it's fluffy, it gives that effect of maybe beautiful snowflakes or something. But you know, this will work really, really well. Just remember, do not collect it when it's wet because it's very, very difficult to dry it off at home properly. Let it be dry, then just cut a few pieces and see how much it lightens up a Christmas wreath. When you are foraging, think out of the box, because walking by these corner stems, just think what you can make. You can make bundles of beautiful red stems, or you can use them as long pointed sticks out of the wreath, looking really, really elegant and giving you a much more dynamic wreath. So think out the box. What else do you use while you're doing your wreaths? Please let us know. So here we go, my little bunch of foraging foliage, berries and seeds, and a few beautiful red sticks, just to show you you only need a small amount. At the end of the day, you've got other stuff that you're going to be using, such as dried cones and fruit. Ribbon goes a long way, so you do not need a huge amount of extras to just add that bit of flourish. We've been out and gathered these sticks, and what are we going to do with them to make them into things for actually using as your bits for your wreath? Well, first of all, tidy one up like this so that you've got all these little pieces. They'll come in handy for something else. But what you're going to do with this piece here is you're going to cut it into approximately 10 centimetre long pieces, and probably 5 per bundle that you're going to make. That bit isn't too long, so we need to find another bit that will go with that. So here we go. Easy if you hold them all in your hand together and then you get them all about the same length. This is going to be rustic, so don't worry, but if you really need to measure it, then 10 centimetres is about the right amount. Once you've got them all there, you bundle them up, find some really nice bits of string. I've got this almost like rope string, and you can just wrap it round, and then you can tie it into a really decent knot at the end here, and you will end up with, that one's not working very well, but I can do it into a reef knot when I remember how to. And you know, you've got these little bundles that then you can wire in, and they look really interesting and different. If you don't want to do them, so there's one, looks really nice, you'll be able to put that on the thing. If you don't want to use string, you can use a bit of them slightly more willowy bit of actual stems and do it with its own stem, and it will hold together. These can all be pre-made, and then you can sit them around on your wreath like this, along with berries and everything else, and it's things that you have made yourself. Why have I kept these other long pieces? Well, these other long pieces also are really, really good for just putting in. You just put a few of them in, quite straight like that, and then they will sit around your wreath and they'll look really interesting. So you can keep longer pieces like that or like that, and they look really good coming out of your wreath, and they make it an interesting shape.